Hey, Corky here for part three of the guitar and social music. So we got the guitar in its place, and then we are looking for ways, innovative ways, to find opportunities to play guitar. And we listed a number of those places. Um, Sky's the limit, sky's not even the limit. Um, the experience that I had, traveling throughout North and South America and providing music services for centers that serve people with intellectual disabilities, physical disabilities, and even prisons for that matter, um, yielded some very interesting results in the fact that even in South America, some of the same songs that disability clients love are universal. Um, One of the songs that comes up, and I mean, this is not just my experience, but it's also uh, some of the findings of the American Association of Music Therapy, which I attended the conferences, even though I was not a licensed music therapist. Some of the same songs they talk about, and why these songs are what I call disabilities top 10. I don't really know what all's going on there. Uh, it's not just a matter of, you know, the way it is in the church where it's Amazing Grace and I'll Fly Away and everything else is new. Uh, so, but the Wildwood Flower, which is, credited to A.P. Carter, of course, Carter was scooping up songs in the mountains and having an African American man um, transcribe them, and he was taking out licenses on the songs and making the money off of them, even though many of them came from uh, underprivileged people in the mountains who didn't get any royalties, but Davy Carter did. And so, the Wildwood Flower, uh, done by the Carter family, popularized by the Carter family, is one of those songs that comes up worldwide in disability context. There was a woman in Knoxville, Tennessee, many years ago, probably the 50s, um, who played piano and went to work for what was then called, I think, an asylum. It was a hospital for people that were mentally challenged, and she played piano well and um, discovered that the most requested song was Wildwood Flower. And of course, she made it part of her music program. So that song comes up very high. I have actually had nonverbal clients find ways of expression to tell me they wanted me to play that song. And so my album that I've got, Movers and Shakers, are basically the songs that were most common to be requested by the disability community in all the places I traveled. So old time music figures pretty big in this in America and South America too. Um, and so Wildwood Flower, in that also that what I call the top disability top 10, you'd find the Hokey Pokey. Um, and it's a very interesting theology behind that song too. Um, that I'm not going to go into right now, but you can research it yourself on Wikipedia. But the Hokey Pokey, and then their YMCA, and if you listen to the words of YMCA, just disregard the original context of why the village people did that or whatever, and you listen to the words. It's a song that supports people that are displaced and need a friend, need a helping hand. And that's probably why that one is so universal. Um, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. There's a number of others. Also figures into this is Woody Guthrie. Woody Guthrie songs, This Land Is Your Land, and then many of the other ones. And I have a suspicion that the reason that Woody's songs are so workable, and they really work for me, they were in all my playlists, is because Woody himself suffered from a disease. And uh, Huntington's chorea, I believe it is, and was disabled himself. Now, whether or not the clients are able to detect that in the music, I don't know, but I suspect they probably do. And because of his personality as affected by his disease, Woody utilized a lot of vocables. Now, a vocable is like, she loves you, yeah, 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 is a vocable. It's the Beatles didn't intend for you to understand the lyrics to be "She loves you, yes, yes, yes," per se, but "yeah, yeah, yeah" for the Beatles is a vocable. It's something that fills up the space, and it's just a sound rather than, you know, intended to be a intellectual communication. In the Native American world, powwow dance songs are often full of vocables. Hi, yeah, 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 you know, that kind of thing. And that's not a joke, and that's not to be made fun of. It's actually vocables that are not real words in the Indian or tribal languages. So vocables are in Woody Guthrie's music, and then clients, disability clients, such as those with intellectual disabilities, they often make vocalizations that are not real words, and they really identify with that. And it also offers them an opportunity to enter into the song in a way that they couldn't do, you know, with structured lyrics. I suspect that's one of the reasons that Woody's songs come out strong. So these are some thoughts. I've got many other things I could say about it. I'm trying to keep these videos as short as possible. But that is the role of the guitar in social music, and portability is important. Here's a ukulele that I used for years. And the ukulele is very popular in music therapy. And when I was in Uruguay doing a blues clinic at the university, and then I played some schools for autism, I had that ukulele with me, and it was interesting because Paul McCartney came to Brazil at the same time I was in Uruguay, and he was playing ukulele honoring George Harrison in Brazil, and I did the same thing over in Uruguay while he was in Brazil. I was doing something, George Harrison's song on ukulele, and it's just important. You can walk up to a bedside with a ukulele. You can walk up and down a hospital hall with a ukulele, things like that. And so think about this. If you have any questions or comments, please subscribe and click like on my videos. I'm not going to be doing as much talking. We're getting ready to get in some Clapton riffs here in a minute. Hot dog.